Hi, it's Sue Goetz, and I'm on the board with the Northwest Horticultural Society, and we're sharing our garden. And I wanted to share my front garden again. This used to be a weedy front lawn, so I pulled out all of the grass and I put in a perennial community. So, drought tolerant perennials. The pollinators absolutely adore this garden. You can see the summertime magic, so the white swan echinacea is really a light and glowing in here. The agastake, the hummingbird mint blue boa is just really going crazy. It's been going for a couple of months. But I want to share a different perspective about this garden, a few things. So this is a dry creek bed. This dry creek bed has all of the downspouts of my home piped into it, so the rainwater goes here into the garden instead of into the storm drain, which is a very good thing. But the other part of this is a garden with a very toxic past. So my home is located near the waterfront of Tacoma, where there was an Asarco copper smelter plant. And if you're familiar with that, toxins were released into the soil. If you're not familiar, Google Tacoma Asarco and you will learn a lot about its history. So what happened is a lot of arsenic and lead was released out of the stack in the plume, and it contaminated soils all over the north end of Tacoma, into Gig Harbor, and on Vashon Island. And so years ago, the EPA sued Asarco and requested that they clean up this toxic mess because the levels are very high. And so they came in and abated some of the soils in different areas. Well, my home was part of the abatement in the late 90s, and this was much before I lived here. So what happened is all of this soil in this garden was removed 18 inches all the way around the foundation, everything, and it was all cleaned up. And so all of that contaminated soil has been removed. And what they replaced it with appears to be just a simple soil mix. So by the time I've gotten here, it was very low nutrition. So I've added lots of compost to give it some love and really return it back to its beauty. And what's really fun about gardening in this as well is there are no rocks. I've added these rocks. There are no rocks because it was all abated out. So the soil is very smooth and very easy to dig in. So it's a real treat for a gardener, as some of you with rocky soils might know. But I wanted to just share with this because I'm really happy to say I'm reclaiming a former toxic mess to just a little bit of beauty and color and actually very healthy soil. So that's my share of my garden in Tacoma.